Hello.
How are you? Good. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Or as they say in Québécois, Joyeux Noel. How's everyone?
Good.
Good. Welcome to Canada. So glad to see you. Gather around, gather around. Let me tell you a little about Christmas in Canada, a little about the holiday traditions and customs in what is one of the largest countries in the entire world. Yes, and who am I? Well, let's just say I'm no stranger to the Canadian wilderness, and in my travels I have seen holiday customs and traditions both wonderful and fascinating. Oh, yes indeed. Oh, I've been out looking at Christmas trees this morning. Did you know that Canada grows most of the world's Christmas trees? Anyone? No? Well, it does. Over 1 million trees every single year on over 100,000 acres. Oh, yes. Yes, Canada is quite a large and beautiful country. Oh, and there are people from so many different backgrounds. Oh, yes. The First Nations people, French, English, German, Ukrainian, oh, so many different backgrounds. It should come as no surprise then that the holiday customs and traditions of Canada are quite wonderful. Oh yes, and quite different depending on what part of the country you happen to visit or in whose home you happen to be in. For instance, Christmas Eve. On Christmas Eve, many Canadians await the arrival of Santa Claus. Oh yes, but many other Canadians await the arrival of Papa Noel. And in other parts of Canada, they know nothing of either one of these. Isn't that amazing? Yes. But Canada is quite special to Santa Claus, or Papa Noel, as many call him. And for instance, what country would you think is Santa or Papa Noel's first stop on Christmas Eve? I'll give you a tiny little hint. It's written right there. You just need to read it.
Canada.
Oh, a literate young lady among our guests. Thank you. Yes, Canada. And where do you think he finds his fastest reindeer?
Canada.
Canada. Yes, thank you again. And where do you think Santa and Mrs. Claus have their lovely summer home?
Florida.
Canada? No, I'm afraid not. Miami Beach. Even Santa can only take so much snow. Well, I know you're wondering, well, what could be so different about the holiday customs in the Great White North? Well, plenty. Just as customs differ in the United States. Yes, German and Swiss customs in Pennsylvania, Scandinavian customs in Wisconsin and Minnesota. You see, the customs in Canada also reflect the differences of her people. And they come from all around the world. Oh, yes, indeed. One year in my travels across the Canadian provinces, I decided I would check out these beautiful old traditions myself. Oh, there were so many. And I met so many wonderful people. Oh, yes, indeed. He's making a list. He's checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming. Oh, yes, that was pitiful. Oh, my goodness. Let's try that again. Santa Claus is coming to town. Yeah, much better. Yes, thank you. You do remember that song after all. It probably scared the pants off you when you were children, though, didn't it? Who's naughty and who's nice? Oh, and you wondered, well, how does Santa or Papa Noel know who's naughty and who's nice? Well, he has his ways. As a matter of fact, in certain traditional Canadian homes, Santa, or Papa Noel, has help finding out who's been naughty and nice. You see, very odd characters in unusual clothing come to visit during the holidays. And these odd characters are called relatives. We all know about those, don't we? No, actually, I'm kidding. The odd characters are called bell-snickles. And the story goes that if children misbehave during the year, not only might they find coal in their stockings, but these bell-snickles might actually come along and carry them off. Oh, but we would never allow that to happen, would we? No, no, no. Oh, another wonderful, wonderful tradition. January 6th, Epiphany. Our friends to the north, the Inuit children, they too were visited by strange characters called Naliuks. And these Naliuks, they go from house to house to house, and they carry sticks with them. And the children sing Christmas carols to them. Oh yes, isn't that fun? Yes. And then the Naliuks take their sticks and they pound on the floor and they ask the children questions about their behavior. And when the children respond truthfully, the Naliuks open their bags and give special presents to all the boys and girls. Oh yes, what a wonderful tradition that is. Yeah, I too enjoy special presents this time of year. Oh, yes indeed. Would anyone care to guess what my favorite gift might be? Sandwich, yes. Cookies, yes. Oh, that's not limited. Food! Yes, I love the gift of food, the gift that keeps on giving. Oh, yes, year-round. Yes, there's a wonderful old tradition in Quebec, La Réveillon. It's a late-night supper on Christmas Eve, right after midnight mass. Oh, it's so good. They have these tortillas, these savory meat pies, and golden brown turkey served with cranberries, and a great side dish, jollof made with mashed potatoes and stuffing and ground meat. Oh, it's so good. Oh, and after the main course, the best part of the late night supper, dessert. 4 or 5 different kinds of desserts. Oh, they make a chocolate cake with icing drizzled on the top, and it's shaped as a Yule log. Oh, it's so good. Or perhaps they'll have a rich plum pudding. You see, that's a favorite of our British Canadian friends. Oh, and speaking of the British, it's from the British we get that most unusual of holidays, December 26th, known as Boxing Day. Yes, you know about Boxing Day. The day we box up all those gifts we don't like and send them back. No, I'm kidding. Of course, that's not Boxing Day at all. Boxing Day is the day in which we give filled Christmas boxes and special presents to the servants and the tradesmen for the year of dedication and hard work. Yes. It's a tradition that goes back hundreds of years. Yes. It began in England, actually, where every 26th of December, all the churches would open their alms boxes and give everything they had to those in need. Isn't that a grand old tradition? Yes. So as you can see, the customs and traditions from around the world have made their way to Canada, and the proud people of Canada have embraced them and made them their own. And as far as a Canadian Santa Claus, yeah, all I can say is that I've never seen him. But you would be wise to keep your eyes open, because you never know. He could be standing right in front of you and you wouldn't even know it. Well, time for me to go take a little nap, I think. I had a rather long night last night. I would like to wish each and every one of you a happy holiday, wherever and however you choose to spend it. And one more thing, be good. For goodness sakes, be good, yes?
Yes.
Yes. And remember, Papa Noel is always watching. Merry Christmas, everybody! Merry Christmas! Christine, do you think there might be time for a photo or two if anyone wants one?
Certainly, Papa Noel. Bob's over this side.